So good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone around the world. And good morning, all the audience out here. So let's talk about something very fascinating and very interesting. So how many of you know about time traveler? So anyone who knows little bit, they can just share what they know about time traveler or time travel.
I
No?
s- I've seen a few videos about it, like
Okay.
a
Okay.
long time ago. Like people seen like the same person seen in different time zones, and also, uh, they were seen in this world when there was no records of them as well,
Okay.
like that.
Okay. Anyone else who have any idea about time travel or something like this? No? Okay, let's proceed with what I know, what people know, or you can say what is prevalent, different theories, and whether it is true or not true. Let's talk about it. And then we will do a small meditation if you're interested, so that we can see how we can go and travel in time through meditation. So let's talk about it. So what is time travel? One standard definition is that of David Lewis: an object time travel if the difference between its departure and arrival time in the surrounding world does not equal the duration of the journey undergone by the object. This definition applies to both natural and Bayesian time travel. For example, a person might be a time traveler if she or he travels for 1 hour but arrives 2 hours later in the future, or 2 hours earlier in the past. In both type of time travel, the time experienced by a time traveler are different from the time undergone by their surrounding world. There are different intriguing theories about time travel, and many physicists, philosophers, experts, they are discussing, they have already discussed, and they are still doing researches and discussing about it since many, many years back. So, what will happen if someone went back in time and killed their grandfather before their parents were born? Would time traveler vanish, or would another world be created keeping the chronology intact? This is a paradox. This is a grandfather paradox, because we are talking about different people who have researched about these time traveling thing, some logical reasoning, some, they have explained with the help of physics, they have explained with the help of so many things. So that's what happens. Suppose then there are different probabilities. Then they said, okay, if we doesn't kill the grandfather, they can kill someone looking like grandfather, or they will kill someone else and create a different keep the reality intact. Like that, this theory came. So this is one theory. Then another theory is like parallel universe. I have already talked about parallel universe, or you can say in quantum meditation, that there is another universe which is created, which is already there with us, and we are living in two universes, two type of time zone, two type of periods. According to hypothesis, time travel could be entailed seeing a parallel universe or timeline. Suppose we are living in one type of universe, we can be living in another universe at the same time or in a different time zone. In a different, like we are here in this universe, and when there is another universe in different setup and in different time zone, that is parallel universe. So in that also you can change the history without impacting the traveler's original reality. That means traveler can come and go in different time zone at in the same parallel universe. That is, there is same room and there is another same room, and you are traveling in this room to another room, but that room is in another time period. Same thing happens. So this is one of the theory. Then there is closed time-like curve, which is called CTC. CTCs are space-time loops that allows an object to return to its initial point in time according to general relativity. These have been hypothesized as a viable technique of time travel, but their existence has yet to be verified. So, suppose you are here in this time zone and same time you are in another year at the same place, and that is more viable because you are traveling there, defying the time loop. So this is one time. Suppose you are here at 8 o'clock, you are in another time zone, and that initial time zone, that is 8 o'clock, and you are similarly there in another year, same time, that is 8 o'clock. That's how, and you can easily come back to another, for example, this is 2023, and you are at the same time there in another world at in the year 2024. So traveling back to the same time is easier. 8 o'clock in 2024 back to 8 o'clock 2023. So it is like easier. This is one theory which is more logically and practically possible, but there's no evidence about it. Now, wormhole is one of the most popular belief system where it is possible, and through meditation you can experience this wormhole, and in many movies and all you have seen that wormholes are being depicted. So same wormholes are hypothesized as time shortcuts that could connect two distant places, allowing travel not just through space but also through time. Creating stable and traversable wormhole, on the other hand, remains a challenge. So creating a stable wormhole is not, it is not possible practically, but people have traveled through wormhole from one place, space-time, to another space-time also. So it is possible, but stable is not there. Stability is not there. The experiments have been performed, but they are not reliable because they don't have that kind of instrument. But yes, mentally you must have seen, like in many of other trainers sessions also, wormhole, they take you to another life, past life and future life through this process, this particular thing called wormhole. So there is another theory, Tipler cylinder. This hypothesis was proposed by scientist Frank Tipler. Features a gigantic, indefinitely long revolving cylinder. An object might conceivably travel back in time if it traveled around the cylinder in a precise way. So there is a lot of mathematics and physics involved, and if they go around the cylinder in a particular motion, then they can travel towards the time, or they can travel back in past or in future. Then there is cosmic strings. Cosmic strings are one-dimensional speculative objects with enormous mass and energy. If two cosmic strings collide, they could create a time machine by distorting space-time around them. So like you see the space glitch, you can say there's a glitch which has been created by this machine, and then you travel into another space-time. And there is quantum entanglement. According to certain ideas, quantum entanglement could permit time travel by connecting particles across time. The use of entangled particles to send information or objects between various time is yes, hypothetical. So Abhibi, now also it is not, this is just on papers, or you can say they have done the research, but they haven't been able to prove it that this idea can work. But this is one of the theory that this can work. So people are working, scientists are working on that, because they are connecting the particles across the time. Like some object is here in this time zone, they can be there in another time zone also, and then they connect to both the object, and then they can interchange, or they can send the object in another time zone and then bring it back, something like this. So this is another theory. There is another theory of Novikov self-consistency principle. According to this hypothesis, many attempts to change the past will only result in occurrences that are already part of chronology. So avoiding the paradox of time travel. So you can't change the past, because that's what I told you, the grandfather's story. So you can't change the past, but you can, change, or you can go to the past. Past will be remain stable, but you can go and see the future, which can be changed, or which you can see that might happen. Or there is another world, another time zone where you can go and visit and come back to the same world. But past remains to be the same, because the same grandfather story applies here. Now, block universe theory, which is more popular. According to this theory, space-time is a four-dimensional block that encompasses all events from the past, present, and future. When you move through this block of time, that will be the time period when you are accessing the information in different timelines or histories. This is more, practical explanation of how time you can travel through the time. Then there is a time dilation. This is also more, you can say, more practical, and it is a theory which has been forwarded by, which has been related to Einstein's theory of relativity. So time travels more slowly for things traveling at near light speed, according to Einstein's theory of relativity. Light travels faster than sound. So this is what he has said. This could allow for future time travel, because a person traveling at such a speed would experience time moving more slowly than people on Earth. There are many theories, many more theories are there. So this Einstein story, when we discuss about it, this is more possible. And yes, there is one movie came, Interstellar, that also refers to this kind of theory, that people are traveling at a high speed and they go into a different time zone. There was something I was reading about, that if a spacecraft is traveling at a very high speed and come back at that high speed, they will experience the time travel. Why? Because when they travel at high speed, but they are defying the time, space time. And when they return back, suppose the person, when he was 25 years old, but time slowed down for him, he came back much later, like on Earth, it was 10 years ahead when he came back. But he came back at 26-year-old because he traveled at a speed of light and came back. So he didn't age. So there was the thing, he didn't age. And but the people, they were 10 years ahead. They aged. He was just few days or a month old, but here they were 10 years old. So this is what this theory says. Then there is one more, Alcubierre drive. This is a hypothetical concept for a spacecraft that could travel faster than speed of light. Again, I'm saying the same thing. By creating a bubble of space-time around it, and it is expanding faster than the speed of light. Here, this is a bubble. It could be built. It can be, it might be possible to travel to a different point in time by traveling faster than the speed of light. The same thing which is related to the Einstein's theory of relativity. Then there are many other stories also, and there are many people who are talking about it. They are doing many researches also, and many you have seen many many people talking on YouTube that they are time traveler. There are people saying something, but it is very difficult to believe about that. Why? Because there is no evidence. Only they are telling about the future or about the past, but it is difficult to believe them. Why? Because nothing has been proved scientifically. There was one person who was saying that the person called Noah. You must have, if you type that Noah time traveler, he literally took everyone for a ride that he is a time traveler. But later on, recently, I saw his statement that he was not a time traveler. He was just an ordinary person who was interested, who wanted to create ripple, and he was, just telling stories because people were hooked to it. Why? People wanted to know more about those fascinating mysteries where, no one has gone, no one has traveled. But yet there are things, there are some pictures which depicts that, okay, there was someone from the future who visited in the ancient past or in near past, where you can see some instruments, some pictures, or some dress they are wearing, which is from the future. So that is there, but still, again, I would say there's no scientific evidence to support the existence of real-time travelers. There have been many claims of people who have traveled to that time. And one of the famous claims was the story of John Titor. Titor was a man who claimed to be a time traveler from the year 2036. He posted online forums in the early 2000s, and he provided detailed information about the future, including the development of new technologies and outbreak of war. Tito's claims were met with skepticism, but he also gained a large following of believers. Some people believed that Tito was a genuine time traveler, but some people believed that he was a hoaxer or a mentally challenged person. There have been many claims of time travel over the years. In 1951, a man named Rudolph Fentz was hit by a car in New York City. When police investigated, they found that Fentz was wearing clothes from 19th century. Some people believe that Fentz was a time traveler, while others believe that he was simply a homeless man who had lost his way. So there was no proof again. In 2008, a man named Noah, about him I told you that he was a hoax. Then again, I would say that there's no scientific evidence to support any of these claims. They continue to fascinate people like all of you out here, and is a topic. It is like debated. It will be debated for many years to come. So there are many stories. There was one more story about Frank Bucca. In 1986, a man named Frank Bucca claimed to have met a time traveler in a bar in Las Vegas. Bucca said that the time traveler told him about the future, including the development of new technology and the outbreak of a war. Bucca's claims were met with skepticism again, but he also gained a small following. Now we come to another thing, which is very interesting. The Philadelphia experiment in 1943, the USS Eldridge, a destroyer escort ship, was reportedly involved in a top secret experiment to make the ship invisible to radar. Even I read about it. It was all over the news in recent time. I don't remember when, but a few years back, I have heard about this. The experiment was said to have been a success, but it also unintended the consequence of transporting the ship and its crew through time. This experiment is one of the most famous cases of time travel, but there is no scientific evidence to support it. So again, this was one-time experiment, and after that, there was no such experiment and no such results. Then there was Montauk Project. In 1970s, there were reports of a secret government project called Montauk Project, which was said to be, I'm talking about US project, not Indian project, which was said to be investigating time travel and other paranormal phenomena. The Montauk Project is also known to have been involved in disappearance of several people, including a young boy named Duncan Cameron. There is no scientific evidence to support the existence of Montauk Project, but it remains a popular topic of discussion and debate. Now, the blue. In 1997, a mysterious underwater sound was detected off the coast of Antarctica. The sound, which was nicknamed bloop, was so loud that it was picked up by seismographs all over the world. The source of bloop has never been identified, but some people believe that it was a sound made by a time traveler. Then there is Voynich manuscript. Voynich manuscript is a mysterious book that is written in an unknown language. The manuscript has been dated to 15th century, but its meaning has never been deciphered. some people believe that Voynich manuscript is a time traveler's diary, while others believe it is a hoax. These are just a few of many claims of time travel. Then again, in 2023, a man named Edward claimed to be a time traveler from the year 2086. He posted a video on YouTube where he said that he was on a mission to warn people about the dangers of climate change. Edward's claims were met with skepticism, but he also gained a small following of believers. Then there was a woman named, in 2021, there was a woman named Mary Jones, who claimed to have met a time traveler in a bar in New York City. Jones said that time traveler told her about the future, including the development of new technologies and outbreak of war. Jones' claims were again met with skepticism, but she also gained a small following of believers. So this is what it is about. There are many, many claims. There are many claims of ancient times also and modern times also, but again, there is no proof. But this topic, as we say, all the human mind, they want to know what is there, the unknown. They are really attracted to the topic of which nobody knows, or there is a controversy. So that's why this topic is still a hot topic. You have to just be careful. There are many hoaxes also, many claims by time traveler who says that they have traveled the time, but there is no proof but that they have traveled. So this is what it is all about, theory and some incidents that what they claim about the time traveling. There are many more theories also, which are really supported by people, scientists. There are many theories which are shunned by many eminent scientists. So this is what has happened in the past, and now also it is happening. So this is what it creates. Now let's talk about something more. How we can travel, whether it is possible to travel in time. If it is possible, then how? What you can say? Anyone who would like to share something, whether it is possible or not possible, let's talk about it very, what you think about it. Anyone would like to say something about this? Anyone would like to say something?
Dr. Nupurji, I'm very fascinated by every time you present. I really, I don't know much about this topic, but I've been listening to you. It's very good. Keep up the good work. And I think we should have more topics like this.
Thank you very much.
Very thought-provoking. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anyone else who would like to discuss about this, or they must have heard about it?
Nupurji, I don't recall seeing this before. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, Sanju.
Yeah, but can you, do you have some kind of an explanation for this? Time travel? Is it like parallel universes or something like,
That I told you, no? that so many different theories are there, that parallel universe is also there. And there's one more theory, that when universe was created, it was created with a big bang theory, big bang.
Yeah, Big Bang Theory.
Okay. So when two planets or whatever it has been collided and one universe was born, there was many universe which was born, or there was one more universe was born. So
Hmm.
it is like this, that you are living on one universe and one earth, and there are other earth which is also going on simultaneously, which is probably moving more faster. Probably they are the universe or the earth who has many small other earths also, and which is going on with
Hmm.
our life parallelly. This
Okay.
this theory is also there, that parallel earths are there, one or many. So we have many lives also which is growing parallelly at different pace. There was one experiment which has been done by, and now also they are doing it, not rather experiment. When you go into the space or little above the, you know,
Hmm.
um, the heights of the earth, time starts moving slowly. Okay. And
Hmm.
like suppose we are here at 5 minutes, there the time clock will be moving very slowly.
Yeah,
That
but that is a gravitational force. That's a reason for that. But
yeah,
that is not a very different, that's
there
not a
was
substantial,
no,
change.
but that is there because in space time moves slowly. Why? Because all this GPS data which is being corrected, or whatever data you are getting from the time, from the satellite, they have to adjust the time because time moves slowly there. Now there's one experiment which has been done on Earth. One
Hmm.
aircraft was moved very fast to one place to another place, like they traveled from New York to India or something like that. The
Hmm.
clock was set at a place in the aircraft, and the clock, same type of clock was kept on ground. Now, when that clock reached the other side of the this thing, Earth, or other side of the city, wherever they were going, the clock moved very slowly. There was a seconds or minutes of difference. So it moved slowly. The while the clock, which was on Earth, on the ground, it was same. So
Yeah,
it
theory of relativity.
proved the thing that yes, time moves slowly when either it is speeding, you are on a speeding aircraft or speeding vehicle, or when you are above the Earth's atmosphere in the
Yeah,
space, then the clock moves slowly, and they
but
adjust the time every now and then. There is a statement from the NASA also, that when
yeah.
they have to adjust the time when they are tracking via GPS. So when you get the timings, you get the road maps, they all adjust according to the time. They keep on adjusting. So they are working on this time also.
But Nupurji, that is not substantial, that time difference.
Yes, there's no
I
such.
mean, it's not like years and all that, it's
Yes,
a few minutes maybe, or maximum, or a few seconds. It's not like, it's not a totally different reality,
yes.
So that can't be the reason. That has to be something more than that.
Yes, there's no substantial, evidence. I'm just talking about it. Whatever is available, whatever information is available. But
Hmm.
I just wanted to, you know, make all of you aware that there is no such evidence of time travel. There are many videos, many claims which has been floating on website, on YouTube, on internet. So be careful about that. These are the things which have to be kept in mind, because many people do believe that time traveler exists, but we don't have any evidence, right? So
Yeah.
again, I would say yes, there is no evidence, but still time travel is happening. But we don't know. How can we believe?
And these
Anyone
parallel
else?
universes exist in somewhat the same location only, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's um, the strange thing. It's not like a physical thing.
No, but there are people, there is one theory that you are in one room and there's space-time glitch. Okay, space-time glitch is there. You are in the same room, but in a different time zone. For example, 10 years in future. So you should be older. So there was one claim, he was saying that I went into my future and I met my older self and came back to my younger self. That theory is also there.
Yeah.
That theory is also there. But again, where is the proof? And in this age, they can create many stories. They can literally create many stories. They can create evidences also. But actual experiment or actual time travel, it is still a topic of debate.
But Nupur, I think it's also difficult to create proof because it's a very personal experience. So when people are in doubt, they may not share it also. And yeah, so there are so many things attached to it.
Yes. So even if you travel within the time, physically, it is not possible. According to physics also, according to science also, it is not possible, but they are trying to, do it. They are trying to do it. And there have been some experiments on smaller animals like mice. They did that. Some experiment has been done, but they have done that same experiment on larger animals. It was a failure. So still they are trying to figure it out how to time travel. Okay. These are ongoing researches which is going on and on. In every country, they are doing some research on them, on all these things, and still they don't have concrete proofs and concrete answers to it. But still, what we can do, we can travel in time through meditation. Don't you think so?
Yes, ma'am. This is me. This is a question, ma'am, made by Neelam ji.
Yes, that's what is beyond meditation and related
Yes,
to time. Yes.
That's what I wanted to say.
So I was coming to that last point. So the thing is, through meditation, you can, travel in back in time. As you know, Minuji is doing past life regression. So she's taking you to the past. Then in a hypnosis, you can travel to the future also. Right? But again, this is only in meditation, and it is possible via meditation where you can travel. Now here again, there are skepticism is there. People believe, people do not believe. So it is up to you to believe or not to believe. It is up to you to decide whether it is true or not. But yes, time travel is possible in your mind, where you can develop your consciousness to super consciousness and travel through the time. And you can see future of you, maybe future of people around you, maybe so many things that are happening or might happen, that also you can know. But again, when you travel, there's no evidence, only your experience matters. So it is up to you to believe in those experiences or not to believe in those experiences. So I believe in my experiences. If you believe in your experiences, you are most welcome. And let's go into this meditation. So how many of you are ready to go into future or past? Type yes on your in your chat box. Yes, great, perfect, perfect. Just few, some more. Great. So let's start. It will be a short meditation, not very long one, but you can do it again and again, and then we can proceed. So relax yourself. You can sit or lie down comfortably. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Your toes are relaxed. Your ankles are relaxed. Your knees are relaxed. Your lower body is relaxed. Your chest is relaxed. Your neck is relaxed. Your shoulders are relaxed and droop down. Your hands are relaxed. Your fingers are relaxed, and you can feel the tingling sensation on the fingertips. Your cheeks are relaxed. Your jawbone is relaxed. Your eyes are closed shut till I say open your eyes. आपकी आंखें बंद रहेंगी, सिर्फ और सिर्फ बंद रहेंगी जब तक मैं न कहूँ open your eyes. Your forehead is relaxed. Your head is relaxed. Your whole body is completely and totally relaxed. Feel the energy traveling from your crown chakra, from the top of your head down till the top toe of your body, toe of your leg. Just feel it traveling in and out, up and down. You are feeling more relaxed and relaxed, more relaxed. Now, feel that, visualize that, imagine that you are on top of a mountain. On top of a mountain, there is a sun shining all over your body. Feel the warmth of the sun. Feel the soft breeze, soft air around you. And there you see an elevator which will take you in the center of the mountain. You get into that elevator, that lift which is in the center of the mountain, and you will go down into the center of the mountain. You walk towards that elevator and the door opens and you step in and you feel safe. You are very, very safe, surrounded by light. This elevator is made of glass. You could see through them. And as this elevator goes down into the mountain, lower and lower, you look around and see the mountain filled with walls of gold, always in the room filled with gold walls. The floor, the ceiling, everything is in golden color. You're going lower and lower, and your body keep getting heavier and heavier. Your body is heavy, very, very heavy. And you reach to the bottom of the mountain. The door of the elevator opens up. You step out on the golden floor in the center of the mountain. You see there are many rooms. So many rooms are there. All the doors are closed. And in each room, there are different potential versions of you, past and future. And we are going to visit a version of you that is strong, lovable, worthy, empowered, and it's so proud of you. I want you to walk into one of the hallways and towards one of the rooms and open that golden door. Open that golden door. In the center, in the corner of the room, you see that version of you smile as they turn around. They have been waiting for you. You feel that love as they open their arms to embrace you, to hold you in their arms. And they tell you, it can be future also, future you, or it can be past you. They tell you that you are worthy and loved. You are valuable, enough and more than enough. You are valuable. You can feel the love as they hold you in their arms. And you feel the energy of gold all around you. Feel that love in your heart, and that future or past you tells you that they have always been with you. You just needed to open your heart, see them. You were never alone. Now in this moment, I want you to talk to that older version of you and discuss a memory of a past version of you that felt alone, sad, angry, anxious, overwhelmed. Do you remember that version? Do you remember that time? I want you both to hold each other's hand as you go and walk into a hallway to find that room where the past to you is sitting. So now you are going to the past of you who is sitting in our room. As you walk towards that room, you have to find that door. You open that golden door and see that version of you. Both of you, present and future, open their arms. You can feel that younger you run towards you because he was a past. So he runs towards you right now. I want you to tell the younger you that you have always been there and he's been there for them. They are worthy, invaluable, and loved. They are more than enough. They are never alone. Now, all three of you standing there, three versions of you, past, present, future. All of you, in that moment, go into that moment. Remember that moment where you did feel stress when you were younger and you are in a situation where you have felt alone. You are going to create a new memory where a while you were feeling those big emotions that the older you of today and the future were both there in the room with you, landing by your side, with each of their hands on your shoulder and guiding you. You are safe. You are always safe because you had, you had you. Now, I want all three of you to sit on the ground and practice this together to regulate and give love to those uncomfortable emotions. And as you see yourself sitting down on the golden floor with your hands on the golden floor and gold, slowly look around at each other. Use your senses. What are each of you wearing? I want you right now to say, think the color, the texture of what you are wearing. Just enjoy the present moment. Listen to the sound. Feel the air on your skin right now. Do you feel warm or cold? Center your emotions. Now, I want you to hold the hands of the younger you. And you tell them that you are always there. But right now, you need to go back to the present moment and use everything that you have learned because that younger you taught you so much. You are so proud of them. And they want you to go and live the life that you have dreamed of. So as you slowly get up with the older you, I want you to take the older you with you. As you walk down the golden hallway and back to the elevator, you left the younger you behind. It is your past. Past you. You are with the future you. You're walking towards the elevator. When you get back into the elevator and the older you is there, you can come back to this moment and access any version of you, any potential, anytime. You close the elevator, you enter the elevator, the glass elevator. You feel yourself going up higher and higher. You could see the gold through the glass elevator and you feel yourself going higher and higher. Higher and higher till you reach the top of the mountain. You step outside the elevator onto the mountain. Again, you feel the sun beaming on your face and you look into the distance. You could see water and mountains and you can feel that peace in your heart because you know that you were never alone. The younger you was never alone. Now just enjoy this moment on the mountain with the older you. Your older you is with you. Feel the moment. Feel the mountain air, the soft breeze. Feel it all over you and slowly come back, walk down the mountain. Come back to you on the chair, on your bed. Slowly move your toe a little bit. Move your hand a little bit. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And open your eyes. अब आप अपनी आंखें खोल सकते हैं. So anybody, all of you are out. Anyone would like to share their experience of meeting older you and younger you? Can come back.
See, Dr. Nupur, I met my older you and newer me. Newer me was better than the older me. Older me was very depressed, was very regressed. Now also I have regression because there is a block between
Okay.
between because I want to further my studies in being a laughter teacher. So
Okay, that's great.
there is block.
Okay.
There is a certain block
Hmm.
that telling me I shouldn't do it, but I want to do it. So I will find a way to make sure I am done it.
Yes.
And I'm a warrior,
Yes.
and I'm always want to be a fighter.
Yes.
Fighter is in a positive way.
Great.
And I'm always going to build trust with others.
Mhm.
Build trust with others so that others can be happy with me. And
Good.
so far I believe in the divine.
Perfect.
Divine energy helped me. And yesterday I went to Gurdwara and I asked the divine for help.
Great. So
Right.
you have to connect to your older you and learn from the younger you. Right?
Yeah.
The
Yes.
blessings are always with you, and you can do this meditation again and again, and you can see the results.
That's why I say thank you, Maven Magic, to also being a part of it. Yeah. If it wasn't for Maven Magic, I would.
Yes.
Of course, other platforms also.
Yes.
Other platforms also, but it's just It's just a superbly,
Yes, true.
yes, it's very
Great.
superb.
Thank you so much. Anyone else who would like to say something? So you can do this meditation. We are already off. More time is going. 9:03 is it's here. So anyone who would like to share and their experience, they can share it with me personally. I will be happy to guide you all. And yes, you can do this meditation as many times as you want, and you can connect to your younger self and your older self also. You can look around also, you can use your imagination, and you can look around how things are, so you can know about the world in future also. So this is beautiful meditation which can be done anytime, any day, and as many times as you want to do it. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Shabana, and thank you all the audience out here, and all the audience who will be watching in future on YouTube. Thank you.